Welcome to another edition of Straight Shooting Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Dujane Bland. Today, we're talking about the NBA Finals and what a great Game 6 we had. In the beginning, let's just say first 3.5 quarters, it looked as if the Spurs were on a roll to be able to seal the deal here. First quarter, back and forth. It almost come down to the fact of who was going to play defense and man up and play defense in the second half was going to be able to win this basketball game. Sure enough, it really didn't come down to defense more than it came down to free throws. And, Pop's a great coach, but I think there were some questionable moves that he made late in the fourth quarter and in overtime. Now, some people say that this guy gets the benefit of the doubt. His proof is in the pudding. He's very effective with his game day strategies and his in-game strategies. It showed for the first 3.5 quarters, correct? Up until 28 seconds left to go, and the old 60-year-old, 100-year-old Ray Allen knocks down that three. It looked pretty promising. But you need Tim Duncan in the game. And I understand the guy's 37 years old and, you wanted to get him some rest. But man, oh man, they needed that guy, because if he's in there, maybe, just maybe, Chris Bosh doesn't get that rebound. It doesn't get kicked out to Ray Allen. And then you don't have the typical Ray Allen last minute knockdown shot that forces this game to go into overtime. Now, you look at the overtime. They were pretty well in control of that. They had LeBron James under control when it mattered. The guy couldn't hit a shot to save his life. I felt like he was kind of Tony Romo-esque. Big moment, and he went MIA. Yeah, he had 32 points, but when those shots mattered, he didn't knock down a thing. But then you take Tony Parker out, and you bring in Green and Boris Diaw for the last shot. Now, I don't know if I'm the opponent, who's going to get the ball? Or who are they going to try to get the ball to? Obviously, it's not Ginobili or Diaw. You actually think that Pop is going to let those guys take three-point shots? The hottest guy on the floor was Green. It was obvious it was going to him. And Chris Bosh makes an amazing block for the final shot for them to be able to win this game. Sad to say, for the Spurs, this was your Game 7. Game 6 was your Game 7. You had your opportunity then. Now that we're in Game 7, and I know a lot of people will say that the NBA is staged and it's rigged and they were going to be in a Game 7 all along. Well, now it's here, and as we've said all along, the Miami Heat are going to take this series. I think you're going to have a little bit of fatigue. If this is a slobber knocker like it was in Game 6, the fatigue will set in a little bit sooner for the San Antonio Spurs. Chris Bosh said that Green wasn't going to be getting the ball and taking any shots, and he had one shot that he made. That was it. And I think they're going to go into Game 7 with the same mentality. And you have veterans like Ray Allen, Battier, who are starting to ramp up, step it up. Ray Allen's shooting big shots, making big plays. Now all we need is to have LeBron James to close the game. If this guy is in closer mode, it's over. And I think it's over. I think the Heat will be your NBA champions by tomorrow night. But every coach, like Pop, and a great coach, is bound to make a mistake. Last night was a mistake. A mistake that could cost them the NBA championship. Well, we thank you for watching our show. Again, if you have any comments, leave them at the bottom of our show. We'll keep the dialogue going. If there's a topic or something you'd like to hear our take on, shoot us an email to straightshootingst@gmail.com. And always subscribe to the show. Tell others about it. Get them to subscribe to the show. Again, you've been watching Straight Shooting Sports Talk.